Vicious right hand. He's got the power, man. Look, I promoted him for, what, 40 fights, 30-something fights. He's always had the power. He's always had the charisma. Great guy. Great ambassador for boxing. Love him.
How good was that?
Oh, amazing.
AJ!
Obviously. AJ!
What'd you make of the win, man?
Good.
Yeah.
He somehow got up. She said, you're going to have to nail me to the canvas to beat me, right? That's why going into this fight, Deontay said, I got the 6-inch nails and the hammer from Alabama, because he said he's going to nail him down. He's the best heavyweight in the world, like Ali. Like Ali has certain similarities to him. One of them is he tells you what he's going to do, and he does it.
The interesting part is that if you go back to Ali versus Foreman, all right?
Boxing pros were split as Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora engaged in an intense emotional battle that caused mayhem in the heavyweight division. The boxing community reacted strongly to the vicious back-and-forth altercation.
All sorts of fighters falling out of a ring, a point deduction.
Exactly.
It was chaotic.
It was chaotic. It went all ways, but I think the crowd was the winner tonight.
A split decision just for Deontay Wilder. If you had to score it, if you thought somebody had edged it.
I think it was close. I think maybe Wilder made something like more cleaner shots, but I don't know. It just depends on what you look.
The battle was chaotic, according to Fabio Wardley, who said that while some of the rounds were crazy and messy, they were still quite entertaining. He accepted the ruling despite the insanity because he thought Wilder had done enough to win the bout overall.
I probably was on similar to the judges, like relatively close, but I probably did have a Wilder in for a round or so, something like that. Maybe just off a little bit of the cleaner work. So yeah, look, I would have loved for Derek to go out on a win and go off kind of with his moment and his time and what I would call kind of his arena as well. But it wasn't.
Tyson Fury described the bout as thrilling from beginning to end. Fury said the fight was an event that boxing fans worldwide should witness, praising the Warriors for their bravery and tenacity.
It's one of those things, it's heavyweight boxing, you can get caught. I know all about getting caught. But on a whole, it was a fantastic event. Congratulations to Queensbury for putting on a major event at the O2 between two great heavyweights. I know that. Commiserations to my brother and all the team. Everyone did a fantastic job. Everyone got home, got paid, got laid, and got home in one piece. Can't say any fairer than that. Good luck, have a fantastic day, God bless.
Carl Frampton claimed that because many of the rounds of the fight between Deontay Wilder and Derek Chisora were chaotic and scrappy, it was very tough to score. He noted that judging was difficult during the competition due to the lack of clear, constant activity.
Yeah, that main event, Deontay Wilder edging it on a split decision. What did you think?
I thought Deontay won, but it was hard to score because the rounds were so chaotic, really. I expected them, the scorecard to be all over the place, which it kind of were, but you know, I feel for Derek, because it would have been an ideal way to go out a big win against Wilder, but it doesn't always end in the fairy tale that you want it. He should be proud of himself and proud of the career that he had, because he is an icon, and whether you like it or not, of the last 20, maybe 15 or 20 years, he's one of the biggest icons in the heavyweight game, so credit to him and everything he's done.
With Deontay, he wasn't the version of old Deontay Wilder, but did you see maybe an improvement?
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, he wasn't as tentative when he was punching. He was trying to land the uppercut. He was being brave. He was being vicious in there too. So I liked what I've seen from Deontay, but Derek's always going to give anybody a hard fight just with his marauding style. But I like what I see from Deontay.
According to Frampton, a bout between Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder still makes a lot of sense and ought to be on Wilder's list going forward. Despite the risks, he believes it to be a significant high-risk match that fans have long desired.
Deontay left the ring and he bumped into AJ. He said to AJ, "Let's go."
That fight makes sense to me. Like if people are asking who does AJ fight next, so who does Wilder fight next? The AJ fight makes sense, and I think it's AJ. I mean, we've got to remember what just happened to AJ, you know what I mean? So let the guy recover properly, maybe have a little fight back to just see what it's like, and then Wilder after that, I think sounds good.
1-1 call with Derek. Do you think that's it now? Do you think that's
Should be. I hope it is. He sees more important things in boxing, and he's got a young family, so I hope that it's a sensible thing to do. Walk away and be proud of it.
In response to the Wilder versus Chisora fight, Eddie Hearn described it as a violent and thrilling heavyweight fight, adding that the action kept spectators interested throughout. He praised both combatants for their perseverance and the show they put on, acknowledging that Wilder obviously won 2 or 3 rounds on the scorecards.
Yeah, I thought Wilder won 2 or 3 rounds. Good fight, competitive fight. Wilder won like those 6, 7, 8 nights.
You make of that main event between Derek Chisora and Deontay Wilder?
Oh, it was a match. Went back and forth, back and forth. I didn't see everything, but for me, a couple of 8 counts were like, I didn't know about that, but yeah, like I said, it was entertaining to see.
Obviously, I know we spoke earlier, we mentioned potentially facing the winner of this. You've got business, like we said, with Usyk, but would you entertain that Wilder fight now? That is
yeah, of course. Let's do the Wilder fight. We can do the AJ fight. We just spoke with Eddie Hearn. He's like, yeah, if he beats Usyk, let's do AJ afterwards. So yeah, it's the world is at our feet.
Rico, you enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
The legendary heavyweight kickboxer Rico Verhoeven, who is now a boxer, described the battle as a wild, unpredictable heavyweight show. In the end, he congratulated Wilder on his split decision victory while praising both men's toughness and saying the drama made it fascinating despite the dirty action. Deontay Wilder publicly called for a bout with Anthony Joshua after defeating Derek Chisora. He told Joshua, "Let's do it," and accused him of skipping the fight as he left the arena.
Let's do it. Let's do it. We're ready for that. He's scared, though. He's scared as fuck. Let's do it.
Deontay, not necessarily the version of 5-6 years ago, but did you see improvements from that Zangan Parker defeat?
Yeah, we did, actually. We did, and unexpectedly in a sense as well, because we thought off them defeats and then off his most recent win, still didn't look fantastic in that either. So it kind of raised some questions and question marks whether he kind of still had the, I don't necessarily mean love for it, but just had the energy for it, had it in the tank. But he proved he did. So yeah, look, maybe there's some more to come from him.
You have business to take first up with Daniel, but have you seen enough tonight to maybe entertain a Deontay Wilder fight?
Yeah, of course, I'd definitely entertain Deontay Wilder fight. But look, priority number 1 is Daniel Dubois. Beyond that, come through that fight, get rid of him. It will be Alexander Usyk. That will be my aim. But past that, if that for some reason again it doesn't materialise to the way where it's not doable, it can't happen, then yeah, look, third on the list would be Deontay Wilder.
Wade Clemens tweeted, "I think Deontay Wilder just beat Derek Chisora," though many fans and commentators weren't convinced, noting that despite the split decision win, the fight was chaotic and lacked consistent technique. However, it was still one of the most careless and disorganized bouts I've witnessed, LMAO, while Fabio Wardley said Wilder looked sharper, more composed, and more effective than in his earlier performances. Throughout the bout, Deontay Wilder's punches were dangerous, and Derek Chisora acknowledged his power while expressing frustration over close rounds and admitting that coming off the ropes may have cost him the fight. Although he hinted this could be his last bout, he stopped short of retiring, saying he would go home, speak with his wife, and think things over, leaving his future uncertain.
Your initial reaction to sharing 12 rounds with Deontay Wilder? For 12 rounds? You get it. Was the power as good as you expected? I know the outcome. So, you go tell us, Chelsea knows the outcome. When he gets it, he can hit.
Did you see Derek was pushed up by his corner, hoisted back up?
Yeah, I mean, it was a bit
like
mad. The whole thing was
9
mad.
count.
The trainer coming around. I mean, I don't know what was going on there. But yeah, listen, it was always going to be that kind of fight. Respect to both. Well done to Deontay.
Does Derek end there, do you think?
It's not a decision for me, is it? It's a decision for Derek. But I think he's done incredible in the sport. Don't think he's got a lot more to do. But that's it. I'm just here as a fan.
Hearn emphasized the excitement and unpredictable character of the fight by highlighting a wild period during which Derek Chisora was helped to his feet by his corner. Such times, he observed, demonstrated how physically taxing and turbulent the fight had been for both boxers. Regarding Chisora's future, Hearn stressed that the boxer's decision to retire is ultimately their own. He complimented Chisora's lengthy and successful career, implying that he has made significant progress in the sport. Deontay Wilder criticized the officiating after his split decision win over Derek Chisora at London's O2 Arena, calling out inconsistent decisions that disrupted the fight, while fans and commentators also questioned disputed knockdowns, frequent clinches, and confusing stoppages that added to the bout's chaotic nature.
I mean, you're looking at, if the ref was fair, you're looking at a 3rd round stoppage.
It's so many things went on. I got hit in the back of the head like at least 10 to 12 different times. And then when I finally want to retaliate and hit back, you point fingers at me, Deontay. I'm like, man, this man keep hitting me in the back of the head. I'm getting dizzy at times, but I'm bouncing back. I'm getting dizzy, but I'm bouncing back. You know how many fighters got hit in the head and don't wake up tomorrow? That's why I might not even go to sleep tonight, because of the awareness of the awareness of getting hit in the back of the head, and you not waking up tomorrow, or something happening, or something forming. I feel good externally, but internally something may be developing inside of me that I can't see right now, because a referee decided to allow something to happen that it shouldn't have happened. That was one of the things the referee asked, do we have questions? And Shelly brought it to his attention. It was one of the things we warned him to not do. It's allow him to hit me in the back of the head. And then it's supposed to have been a disqualification because his team ran up in the ring. I mean, damn, I'm fighting Derek and the referee. I'm like, it's crazy.
If any or all of you want to look up the rules, 1, if your corner enters the ring, it's an automatic disqualification. Number 2, if you're pushed, knocked out of the ring, you have 20 seconds to get in. You are not allowed to be helped by your corner. 3, if you get hit and you're falling and you grab the rope, it's an automatic 8 count. 4, if you get hit after it's stopped, it's up to the discretion of the ref to take a point off. He takes it off him, but he doesn't treat fair. Number 5, when Derek went back and touched side, the ref, that's not allowed. You either stop the fight or you don't interfere. These are rules of the game, and they can be checked. And I'm glad my guy won, because I was afraid he was going to get robbed.
Yeah.
That stop you fighting in the UK again?
What's that again?
We love the people here.
After his fight with Deontay Wilder, Derek Chisora criticized the judges' scorecards, saying he was unfairly penalized during rope exchanges and believed he won, adding that he had expected an early knockout but was surprised by the bout's intensity over 12 rounds, which increased his frustration.
When he gets, he can hit. Did you agree with the scorecards? No. I didn't agree with it. You know, I feel the ropes were very loose. I went on the ropes, he bent it in me, pushed me, the ropes, they break, and then it broke. I went for the ropes, they started counting. The second time, I took a point, and it still counted me out, but I don't understand why. Listen, it is what it is.
Derek, do you think that you should have won the fight?
Yeah. The last round, I won the last round. I don't know, you guys scored. But you scored fights a lot. Tell me.
To be honest with you, I didn't score this one because I didn't think we were going to see the end of the talk. I didn't even bother. I thought it was going to be a knockout for sure.
I mean, and look, the men have fought everybody. As a fighter, you can only wish to fight as many credible fighters as he have done. So why not be able to retire at this point in time? You know, even in the ring, I was thinking about his retirement. It was time that my team say, all right, this is time to push forward, put a little bit more pressure. But I held back a couple of times because when I cut his eye open, I started thinking about him being with his children. When I saw veins coming out of his temple, I started thinking about, you know, this is a dangerous sport. I felt a little sympathy for him. I even was talking to Derek, I was like, Derek, come on, bro, we need to stop this, man. We need to stop this. You know, he didn't say nothing, then I started saying it again. Come on, Derek. Then he said, you hit like a bitch. So,
There was a point in the fight, and I'm seeing clips. Did you say to him, I love you, and then you punched him, or did you say olive juice or elephant shoe?
I did tell him I love him. I mean, I said, I'm gonna
He said, I love you, and then you threw that right hand.
Deontay Wilder said he still wants a major fight with Anthony Joshua, insisting he believes he can knock him out and that the bout remains possible if terms align, while reaffirming his desire to compete at the highest level after beating Derek Chisora. At the same time, he emphasized that spending time with his family, especially his children, is now a top priority as he balances boxing with personal life. Should Deontay Wilder go after the fight with Anthony Joshua next? Will it be worthwhile? Please share your opinions in the space provided for comments below.